Now, I'm going to assume the audio quality is rough, but we're going to try to do our best. Today, I would just like to say that what you see in front of you is whatever is based from whatever level of consciousness you have given, right? But when we can just pull out our phones and start recording, people might think I'm recording this car, but I'm actually recording the bigger scene, where each building is a magnetic frequency transmitter, geometric energy entity that is coalesced and compounded and infused through the people that are within them. And so, there's a lot of cars here. But the beautiful thing is we can imagine different shifts in the collective through our will to express the flame within our heart, to ignite our vision beyond always having to say something or do something in identification with some aspect of a possible reality on Earth. This music, I will not say much about other than the name is Dream Clinic, and the song is called Digital Prophets. And we can go into interpretations, but in consideration, if the mic is still somewhat tolerable, what is important to say is we will eventually work out what history has not fully seen humanity work out. It can take a number of various different attempts of civilization, but every day can seem like a giant initiation through records that go through all civilizations in our known universe. And that's like a statement that one might say is a deflection of complete abstraction. But if all the planets that we can see us, oh, there's no life on those planets, those stars. People are wondering, why is he recording? Why is he moving his finger like this? But ideas that people have never heard before, how can we bring more humanity, more transcendence of the us versus them mentality? How can we bring our story and our experience to the sense that we don't have to base our internal experience on the choices of external phenomena, even though we might idealize to have a tightly knit group in coordination with high levels of awareness integrated through various initiations of earth, air, fire, and water, meaning the mind, the body, the identity, and the emotions. In some form, I guess. But as the yin is in the yang and the yang is in the yin, we can give honor to the eternal now. That sees that all of this is a mirror. Eyes within molecules, eyes within souls, eyes within other oversouls. And then there are other conspiring and self-focused interests. But anyways, some countries you're not allowed to do this. It's amazing. But anyways, transparency, accountability is a tough thing because our technology is limited. But it is far advancing. We are the universe. Viva la libertad! And so a technology that allows for the public to be transparent. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am just talking with the great potential future of so many of us seeing our gift and expressing it one day at a time. Enjoy the show, sisters. Our gift can be our presence. Oftentimes we think it's more. And it can be more in various ways. We try to implement it in our jobs, in our relationships, our responsibilities. But some of us are on a track. The central tower is an energy vortex. And though a lot of people in the industry and institutions and big corporations, they don't necessarily know certain knowledge that would allow them to harness certain technology for the purposes of further downturns, mass extinctions, or a variety of various things. But it can also be used to contact higher states of awareness through whatever occupation field. And what can I say now? Well, why does it feel so difficult for people to interact with people? And the reliance on, well, so many sectors where people cannot just what? We should have laws to prevent for people from building something that would infringe on another person's property rights. And property rights, I think, is important, but it can also be used for purposes that enshrine the grand illusion of you being able to own something. We are the universe, not the Matrix. Enjoy the show, oh creators of the universe. And I imagine the future has in store a lot more nature, a lot more spaces where people can interact with each other. And you can imagine that, like, there might be a long list of rules in order to implement such more ideal conditions where people are trying to find ways of how to assist humanity without getting polarized, but without also becoming passive. And so I'm imagining with my consciousness that there can be so much more. That my words cannot do justice. Waterways, but also stone crafted small spaces for individual concealment of other energy fields, allowing one to feel they are in a type of box for a certain period of time. Some might say, how are you going to watch if they might do harm to themselves or others, or create a big mess? There needs to be an overhaul of psychological and spiritual programs to help deal with the people all across the board. Because you can tune in and see that what is not sustainable will have to be recycled and broken down through various means before it reaches the net zero boiling point. And for some, it's already gone over. But anyways, the next phase of the grand revolution is simply finding ways to record and account for the elements in your experience. And you can document it in various ways. You don't need a phone, you don't need a computer, you don't need a text notepad, you don't need various other ways. But the question is, how can things practically get better without getting lost in the grand universe? What can practically be done is simply finding ways to communicate your consciousness in an attempt of reaching a higher consciousness with potentially other people who may have certain disagreements, but at the same time have a common unity, that we don't categorize each other into opposite factions, and we can see a need to administer justice without using physical force, without completely getting rid of our military. There is only the universal Christ, Buddha, Father, Mother, Yin, Yang, light, dark. Brahma, Vishnu, Alpha, Omega. And it's like, in some ways, in the city, people have given up on, like, well, it's always been this way through many portions of history, where society is so abstrained from interaction. Yet people can be on their phones and whatnot, but it's incredible to me. That there are so many other potential ways things can go, and this one has, under the law of free will, the right to be what it is, as it has been chosen. but a grand shift. Welcome aboard, everyone. Welcome aboard. What did we do today? Said our Divine Father, who is within all mothers, who see the Divine Mother as within all fathers. Who is the Divine? Well, it's a deep subject, and deep subjects have their time and place. But if we're going to put time and space, all I can say is there is so much more. And yet, grounding in rights and policy and movements and leadership speaking out, even when it might be unpopular, not remaining silent, finding a way to bring more unity, but still call out distinct fractions of the heart. We are the universe, not the matrix. And before you know it, there will be robots potentially. And that might give way for other things here. But people who want their own, they're going to try to purchase at home. And there's going to be like maybe garbage truck robot people. And other things possibly. Maybe not. It depends on the choices of humanity. But there is records that these things have happened before. And where is my proof? My independent, verifiable evidence? These are our family members, but they have chosen to forget for a time that we are all family. We are all family. And with this being said, today might be our last because someone thinks I'm trying to take them out. Anyways, it's been fun. But yet, getting to the core. Would you like to say anything to 8 billion people? We are beyond humanity. We are in part in the soul, androgynous. But we can, it's okay to have desires and have certain experiences within genders, but at the same time, there is a shift where we disidentify. Because there is something more that I cannot say right now. The time of individualism is reaching its close. The time of isolation and escapism is reaching its end. The time of every man, woman, and child for themselves is going to find its way into the dustbin. But how long? How long? Can we transcend a distance? Transcend time and just see that there is more there are more elements of time than just one set of time happening every time. You might not think time exists beyond. With this, the nighttime plan is to explore ways of developing the underground revolution through a non-violent, non-dualistic. We are the universe, not the matrix. And so with that, I will see you when I see myself, which, if done, shall be everywhere, beyond and below, left, right, east, west, and then creating a direct channel to sources without deviation, poison, or infraction, from which desires unity amongst institutions and the discarding of the superiority, inferiority, the passivism and the positivism through self-volunteered expression in our jobs or in our situations of a deeper story that allows us to know everyone is a universe within the universe. We are the universe. Great job, brother. And when we are passing each other by, it is as if they are passing by universes. Each person is like a cell in a body, a universe within a cell. How incredible, everyone. I will see you, even if I am blind. I may not say I am able to, but in the end, we will